push button. Let's go.
Okay. Hi everyone, my name is Vlad, and today we are continuing to learn the Pygame library, Pygame stuff. So, the last time, what's the goal of our meeting for today? So, at the end of this lecture, maybe we'll create our very first simple game. It's kind. I called it Feed the Dragon. So we try to bleed the dragon on our screen and eat different coins on this screen. So I'll show you further. So, but at the very beginning, we need to remind what we learned on the part 1. So, and let's try to refresh our knowledge. So what we did it before. So we create the display surface. As you remember, so we initialized our Pygame library, then we defined the screen, the dimension of our screen, then we create the display surface or screen, what you like. So, and then we create the main loop for our game to make our code infinite in order to work our game until we quit our game. Also, we draw different figures on our screen, on our display surface, kind of lines, circles, rectangles. We work with the colors to fill the color of our display surface, to fill the color of our rectangles or circles. How to work with the colors with RGB code or the colors that inside our Pygame packages. So also we all know how to work with the keyboard's movements, and we realize the continuous movements. So as I mentioned before, that all our actions in our Pygame project, that is events. And we need to define the event of pressing key. And after pressing key, we will create the condition for some keys. For example, if we press the space, something happens on our screen. We need to define this pressing and create the condition for this press. Also, we all know how to restrict our screen in order to, for example, if we have the dragon on our screen and we don't want to move out of the screen, move our dragon out of the screen, we need to restrict our screen. So, and we all know how to do it. So, also we know how to bleed the images. For example, if we want to bleed some background image or icons or something like that, so we know the resources, and I show it one more time today, and how to bleed these images on the main screen. And also at the very last part, I'll show you how to work with the background music on our game in order to make our game more fun, so more interesting. And also today we are working with the sound effects. For example, when we touch the objects, it can be miss sound or it sound or dog sound, so kind of that. What we have to do today to be on the same page, it will be good if you git clone all my repository from our previous lesson. It means that you have all need stuff for our today lecture, so just use the command line git clone and download my repository to start our lesson. So if you're ready to work, please raise up your hand and we'll go further. Yeah. Okay, you go further. The beaches have. And you? Did you clone this repository?
This is my company's laptop, so
You can't git clone, yes? Okay, no problem. Just maybe wait for 1 minute, yes?
I can go on.
Okay. What's the plan for today? What's the plan for today? Today we're going to work with the phones and work with the text. So sometimes we want to see some text or make our game more informative. For example, we need to check the score or how many lives we have. So, and how to bleed this text on our screen, or how to work with the custom fonts. Also, we'll add the sound effects. So today we work with the dragon and with the coins, and when we lost the coin, we'll, play the sound of miss sound effect. Okay. And the good part of Pygame Basic, that is collision detection. When we have the one object on our screen and we have the another object on our screen, and these objects are touching each other and something happens. For example, dragon eat the coin, and what happened after that? Okay, let's come. And the part 2 of our today lecture is to create our very first game. Okay. I'll show you how to looks like our very first game in order to make it more interesting. Huh? Okay, sure. It looks like that, for example. That is our game, so we need to eat these coins. We can see the score, the lives, and the music. I'll do it maybe more faster. Wait a second. I need to do it faster. But my FPS 60. Faster, so you can see that we try to eat our coins, our score is going up, our lives is going up, is going down if you miss the coin, and that is maybe the simplest game. And you see that the speed of our coin is going up and up when we eat more and more. So that is what we are trying to do today. And the coin disappears randomly. Oh no. And also you can see the option to press any key to try again, so that is also good things. So, okay, are you ready? Are you clone?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Anna. Please open the PyCharm or VC code to open the code, and I'll go further. And now we're going to work with the phones. At the very beginning, I want to recommend you a good resource, that is Phonespacecom. So if you want to maybe download the custom phone and work with the custom phone inside your game, so just open this websites and download the phones that you like. That is for free, and you can use it in your commercial purposes. So that is good things. And but also you can use the system phones inside our Python packages. So in order to see all available phones in our Pygame packages, just use this step 1 to define the phones and create the loop phone in phones. Just print phones, and you can see all the phones that you can use in your in your game for today. And let's do it. Let's do it together. Let me open the Python basics. That is our code that we did before on our lecture. Please check that you have all necessary things and all necessary assets. Please open the project. Let's see that you have the custom phone called attackgraffiti.ttf, that you have the coin PNG, that you have the dragon PNG, music.wav, and sounds effects maybe. Please check it, and if you have all necessary stuff, please raise your hand. And please take pay attention of the code. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, I'll try to follow from the very beginning. So what we did before, we import the Pygames, we initialize the Pygame, they create the display surface, that is our dimension. Before we define the colors. Please, let's see, that is RGB type of colors. That is the package, Python package colors that you can use, also can use. Also, we define the clock. I showed before, it's kind of FPS. Maybe I'll talk about a little bit later. Also, that is that we did before. We load the image and load the dragon image and the coin image, and we make a rect from that image, and we define the XY coordinate where our image is located on our screen. Also, we add the playground music. Don't forget about this. Also, we did the flags, that is for our continuous movement. That is not maybe so important for today. So, and our main loop. So I commented this part because that is continuous movement. Wait a second. Oh yeah, that is continuous movement that we did manually with these conditions.
Could we, this might be just me, but I think I'm having difficulty reading the code. So could we take the font?
Increase the font size.
Ah, of course.
It might just be me, but like my eyesight is terrible.
Command Shift plus maybe.
Sorry about that.
No problem. It looks better.
Yeah, a lot
yes.
better, thank you.
Okay. Sorry, it's okay.
No.
My
eyesight is bad.
And also the alternative way how to work with the continuous movement. So it looks, maybe it looks better. and looks simple. As I mentioned before, that all actions that we see on our main screen inside our Python projects is events. And for example, we press the key up or press the key down or press the key left, or overall we pressed any key that is event, and we can detect this event and make some condition for this event. And then we fill the display surface. So, and one more maybe small task for you now. So as I remember is that you fill your display surface with the white color. Now please change the color into something, I don't know, blue or something dark mode that you like. So please do it. So as you see, let's try to. You can see that that is not white, that is the maybe blue color. So please change it if you have the white color. That is not. My field the color is 32, 52, and 71. So you can choose my own, or you can choose your own that you like. Okay, let's go further. I hope you done it. That is very easy. And as I mentioned before, now we work with the phones. Please create the main loop to check all available phones in order to see the system phones on our Python Pygame package. And let's run it and let's see the available phones. Now, as we print it, you can see that all fonts that we have in this Python Pygame package, for example, I don't know, Hetic or Calibri or all what you want. Sometimes you want to do it custom. But now let's create and let's define the custom for the system phone for our first text. So let's do it. What I have to do, so if you did it, please raise your hand. And you see, let's check that you see all this necessary font in our system phone. Okay, you did? Good. And now let's do the step 2. Let's define the system phone for our next text that we blit on our image. So let's do it together. System fonts, it's Pygame dot font does sys. In order to use the system font, we need to use the sys.font. If you want to use the custom font, you just need to type, just need to text the just simple font, and use your font, the TTF file from your repository. For example, Calibri. '64, for example. And let's also define the custom font. It is Pygame dot font dot font. Now you can see you should see this file attack graffiti.ttm. Do you have this file? Just don't forget to tag this one. Maybe it's better if you sit here. Oh, you can use this one. For example, 32. Oh, for example. Okay, and let's define the text that we want to blit on our screen. So for that, I want to show you the next slide, how to blit the text. That is step number 2. Let's define the tag. For example, dragon rule. That is my option. You can use your own text that you want. So it's pretty the same like with the images, that we need to define our text with the system font.render code. Then we need to make our text into rectangle option, and then we need to define the location where our text is located, for example, the XY coordinate. So let's do it. Let's define the dragon rule, and let's blit it on the middle of the screen. And let's see how it's worked. System text. I called it system text because in this case we will use the system fonts that we defined later. So system. Yes. Okay, let's see. When we define the text for our Pygame screen, we need to define the exit text Then we need to define that is anti-alias. We need to, it's true or false. I prefer to make the anti-alias option because it looks more better, maybe. And also we need to define the color of our text and the background color. So today we are going to define the green color. And please check that you have the green color in your colors variables. If you don't have the green color, you can define it yourself or use the RGB inside this line. For example, anti-alias true, then green, and dark green if you want. If you don't want, you don't need to use it. Yes. And let's check. Let's see it work or not. Let's try to fool. Now you can see that no any text on our screen. Why? Because we don't blitz our text on our main screen. So what we have to do, we need to blit it on our main loop of our game. So let's do it together. How to blit it? Huh? Did everyone finish with text? Please raise your hand. Yes, 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 yes. Are you okay with the text? So what we did, one more time. So we defined the phones, and then we defined the text. Please check it. And how to blit it. Please check your main game loop and blit it your text here. So use the simple code, just display surface or screen.blit, what text, and the text rectangle. What is a text rectangle? That is the tuple with the 4 numbers. The first number is x coordinate. The second number, that is y coordinate. And the last 2 numbers, that is the dimension of our rectangle. Oh, sorry. Okay. Mm-hmm. How about you? Work with that? Okay. Good. And now, blit here, like this. Before update, after. Okay, let's blit our text on our main game loop. Blit the text. Display surface dot blit. Custom form system text.
Yes. Oh no.
Oh. Get wrecked. That's, for example, center. Window.
Oh no, the red is because you have a red rectangle. Green symbol.
Wait, no.
Full line. That line.
Oh, it's not using.
Okay.
So it's probably this. So this is a TF file.
Center.
Oh, things have changed. I'm done.
Yes. Now let's see our text on our screen.
Yeah, sure.
Tuple is not callable. Okay, let's see. Okay, if you did it. So now I want to explain a little. So we can see the green color that we defined here. We defined the background color of our text, that is dark green. Also we defined the text and the anti-alias. If we change it to false, let's see what happened. Now it looks now so smooth, our text with the pixels, so for me it's not good, but you choose your own, if you like, your own style if you like. So let's let's remind one more time. So we define the text, we define the get rect. If you want to understand what's inside in the system text.rect, just do it print system text.rect, and let's see. That is tuple 0, 0, that is x coordinate, y coordinate, and that is the dimension of our this rect that we blitted on the screen. 354 with a 72. For example, if we change our text and add some text, for example, and coin, we can see that our dimension changed automatically to 598 to 72. Okay, good. You did it. If you did it, raise your hand and we keep going. Good. Oh. And maybe it's better to show you what does it mean center. For example, what we have to how we can change it center. We can change to top left, for example. top left. And let's see what happened. Our texts are moving out of the screen. What's happened? I try to understand. I try to explain. That is our rectangle on our screen. When we type center, it means that we keep our rectangle at the center of our rectangle. When we use the top left, we keep our rectangle on the top left side and moving our rectangle, keeping top left side. Yes, yes. Also, we can use the top right, bottom left, whatever you want. So that is very nice to understand. And it's very nice to understand that our x-y coordinate 0, 0 is here. When we going down, it's, for example, plus, and the plus is quite not so intuitive, maybe. Not so intuitive. Okay, let's change it to center again. Okay, and let's, for example, now the
Could you move a little bit your screen to see the center?
oh, sorry. And now let's create your own text with the custom font, please. That is a small task for you now for 1 or 2 minutes. So create the text with a custom font and blit it on the main loop. But I want to change. Custom font. Okay. Now you can see that kind of font. Raise your hand if you are finished. Yes, that is font. Good. So, and the next part for the Python basics that I don't have time last time, that is collision detection. That is when we have the one object, for example, coin, we have another object, kind of a dragon, and we want to detect each other. How it looks like now. We can see that is for example, when we try to touch the coin, nothing happened. But if you want to, for example, I don't know, eat the coin, or when we touch the coin, let's, for example, change the location of the coin randomly, for example. So what we have to do. But at the very beginning, the small the small task for you. What I have to do now? we need to draw the rectangles to show the rigged frame of our object. In order to better understand how these rectangles works on our screen, let's draw the two rectangles over the dragon and the coin. And in 2 minutes, we'll do it together. So please check how we create the rectangles last time. So it's pretty the same like with the, I don't know, circles or something like that. So, but pay attention on the defining rect and the location and the XY coordinate and then dimension of this rect. Maybe I'll So that is the way how to create the rectangle on the screen. Please take notice that we did it inside our main loop. So we use the Pygame.draw.rect with the where we need to create the rectangle. We define the color and we define the tuple of our rectangles, that is x coordinate, y coordinate, rect width and rect height. And remember that we print the rectangle text and we get from the Pygame 4 numbers. And please use this hint to make a rectangle over the dragon and the coin. Oh, did you download the coin image and blitted image on the screen? Because some guy didn't do this one. Do you have the image? If you have the coin image, please raise your hand. Coin image, coin image, coin image. If you don't have this one, I'll show you fast. Coin image. In order to download the coin image, please use this code. And don't forget to blit the coin on our display surface inside the main loop. Okay. Okay, let's make our rectangle together. Let's create. Who did it? Tell me, who did it? One. Who draws a rectangle over the dragon? How about you? Did you did it? Yes? Nope? Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, yes. BG?
I'm still catching up.
Ah, okay.
Because I didn't follow your
Mhm.
stuff. Very
Okay, let's do it together. I'll do it slowly. So relax and just text in the code. Let's see on our current. For example, let's change the coin maybe position 100. Okay. let's see.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see. Pygame.draw.rect where display surface, what the color, for example. Or it's green.
So you said that
What we have to do in order to create the rectangle over the dragon, just define the rectangle inside our main loop where display surface, what's the color? That color is green, and that is tuple with the 4 numbers. And we need to understand how we can get our 4 numbers. That is the easy way how we can do it. That is where our dragon rectangle here. So we get these 4 numbers using the get rect. We can print it, print this 4 number, dragon, and we can see here this 4 number. This maybe. One more time. Yes, we get these 4 numbers, that is 0, 0, and the shape that is 64 and 64. And I should notice that this number, that is a variable, and this number are changing when we move our dragon over the screen. So that's why we need to put our variable inside this line, dragon image.rect. And let's see what happened. Yeah, we make the rectangle over the dragon. So let's make it for the coin, please. So please use the same. Coin, just change it to coin image. Coin image rect. Coin rect. Coin rect. Okay. Now we can see that nothing happened when we touch these 2 objects. Maybe let's change the color into. Okay.
There's nothing to read.
Oh, nice, it looks better. Okay, if we are finish, who did it? Tell me, please. please raise your hand if you're getting that. Cool. And now let's create the condition when we touch the coin. For example, print hit. Nothing happened, just print hit. So let's add this condition inside our main loop. That is our main loop that we're running here. So, and please put this condition here. For example, let's do it here. Check for go. How to do it? Співайте. Я стараюсь. Okay. So, how to define when the two objects touch each other? We can use the collide direct. So, this kind of syntaxes with the Pygame library. So, we need to choose the dragon image rect, and we need to choose the coin rect, and use this code. And let's print hit, and let's see what happened. This is a way how we can define when the one rectangle collide another rectangle, and the one rectangle touch another rectangle, interact with another. Let's relaunch this one. Please, let's see on our here screen, and now we can try to touch our, and we can see the hit. That is the way how we define when the one rectangle touch another rectangle. And now let's, for example, change the location of the coin. For example, when the dragon touch the coin is going to another place of this screen. And let's do it randomly. And when we stop touching, we can see that. Define the stop on the screen. So in order to change the location randomly, please don't forget to import this library. We use the randint in order to define our X location and Y location randomly, and put our condition here. Coinrect.x random and int sample 0 window width -32. Why we use the 32? Because that is the the size of our image, 32 cross 32 is the size of our coin. If we didn't do this one, maybe in some cases are going out of the screen, and we need to take care of this. So that is the way how we can define the X location and Y location of the rectangle of our coin between that is a random number between 0 and the window width minus 32 minus the size of our coin, and the Y location from 0 until window height minus 32. That is also size of our coin. Okay, and let's see what happened in this case. Oh yeah. Try to catch it. Oh no. Window height. Kind of another.
You're not designing the Y of mine. Because you're designing the X.
Oops.
Yes. Looks nice. Now we can see that we can. Beautiful. And let's maybe add some sound effect for this condition. When we touch our coin, let's play some sound in our project. How to do this one? Just sound 1 dot. Okay.
I'm talking like from the perspective of the
How to work with the sound. That is very nice to point that we now we use the XY coordinate. Also, we can use the top left, for example, without this line, or the center. It depends on what you want. So it doesn't matter. We can take it in one line, but maybe it looks more better. Now let's, at the very beginning, in order to add the sound effect, when we collide the two rectangles, we need to define the sound. So we need to download the sound from our repository using the step 1. So let's do it. It's like maybe the same with the images. Define sounds. Sound 1. 5. That mixer. I don't know those sounds. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Sounds too. And just put this line inside our condition. Sound dot play here. That. Okay, and let's check it. Oh yeah. Now we can see the sound effect when we touch the one rectangle and another rectangle. Who did it? Please raise your hand. Please check the sound. I want to listen your sound. Oh yeah. I defined the two sound, so please check. Okay, cool. Now, it's a very good point. So we use the dragon image rect and the coin image rect and try to check the collision between these two objects. And also we can change. For example, we can coin rect and dragon image rect. We can change this to rect in our code and check how it's work. And it's work the same, so it doesn't matter what rectangle you use at the very beginning. Okay. And maybe. And also we can for example sound 1
The light control. Oh no.
What? Wait, why is this one?
And also we can set the volume. Between 0 until 1, we can set the volume of our sound. If it's too loud, you can set the volume .1. That is also a good option. For example,
I'm happy with this.
sound 1, set volume .1, and it can be quieter.
On sound.
That is how to change the volume of our sound.
Is it too loud or is it too loud by default? Or you're just demonstrating?
I just demonstrated. It's not too loud for me, but sometimes, in some case, we need to check the volume. Okay. And don't forget, so where I can find these sounds, I use the leshilabs.com in order to download sounds what you want. The miss effect, the it effect, the dock effect, that doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, and now we're all set. We know how to bleed the image. We know how to define the colors. We know how to create the rectangles. We know how to create the main loop of our game, how to add the sounds effects. And we are ready to create our very first game. So please create the new surface to our in order to create our game inside the PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. Yes, that is new file. And how we can do it? I'll split it in two parts. The first part, that is setup part, that we need to download all the stuff that you need to use inside our game. That is music, the images, the main loop game. That we need to set the game values, and the last part, that is we need to create the logic how our game is working there. So let's create the new directory inside. Not maybe, maybe it's not necessary to create a new directory. We can just create a new file inside this directory. New Python file. Feed the okay. Okay. If you're ready, please raise your hand.
Can you increase the font size?
Huh?
Can you increase the font size again?
Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. So if you're ready, please raise your hand. Okay. So what I have to do now, that is create a core. What is the core? We need to create the display surface, and we need to create the main game loop. That is, and we need to initialize our Pygame environment to create the dimension of our screen and create the main loop. So that is the core of all Pygame projects. So, and one more small task for you: you need to create this. You need to create this core. How to do it? We need to import necessary libraries, create the display surface, and then create the main game. So I'll give you 2 minutes. Please do it. We learned it on the part 1. just don't try to copy this loop from the first file. Just try to do it with your memory using this structure. Define the window width, define the window height, find the display surface, and then to create the main loop. And I'll do it on my own here. Oh.
What? I need both?
Okay, let's check the core of all our Pygame project. So what we have to do, we need to define the window width and window height after the initializing the Pygame. Personally, I choose this dimension, 1400. Also, if you want, you can use like this. That is not so. That is the way how we can that we need to create the display surface. Pygame.display.set mode, and put our variables into this code. So also I set the caption. I'll show you what does that mean. And they create the main loop. That is the flag while running through. And as I mentioned before, that all our actions in all our Pygame project, that is event. And we check one event for us. What's the event we check? When the when for example, when someone want to quit the game, want to close this game, and after that, when we check it, we run in false. Our flag are changing to false. So let's see how it's work. Oh, it's not. Yes, this one. Yes, that is our main screen that we created, and when we check the event when someone want to quit, when to press the red button, and we run in false, and uninitialize our all Pygame packages. So the next. The next what we have to do is to maybe also it's good to explain what is the caption. Let's see. The caption is Blitting here. Feed the dragon. You can see on our screen. That is the name of the game. You can choose your own name. Doesn't matter. One small task for you. We can see the fill color of our skin is black. Choose the color that you want. And after that, we are going. That is the core of our game. That we're going to set the FPS and clock. So in order to change the fill color, you need to define the color at first, and then fill the color inside our main loop. Ooh. What color? Let's set colors. I know. Fill color. Personally, I use 32, 52, 71. Also, let's add the green color. That is. Let's add the dark green. Maybe 10, 52, 10, and let's add the white. Okay, let's change the fill, the color. Dot fill and choose the color. Okay, let's see. Now I changed the color into, I don't know, this kind of blue, space blue, but we see also black color. Tell me why we see the black color and what we have to do in order to change our color into dark blue. Please raise your hand and answer, please. Who knows why we try to change the color from the black into the blue, but why the color is not changed? Nope. Yes, Anna. We need to update our screen. Update. Let's do it. Don't forget to update the display. Always update the display. Pygame dot display dot update. Yes. Now let's see. Yeah. We changed the color. Don't forget to update the display. And let's see what happened. For example, if we put this one. I'm not sure, but maybe it's not work. Oh, we can see that at the very first we can see the black one. Yes. For example. Okay, so now let's set up the FPS. If you're ready, please raise your hand and we keep going. Yes? Okay. So what is the FPS? FPS, that is it's called a frame per second, and that is the speed. That is how many times our loop can run. Yes, can run for 1 second. For example, in the most of games we maybe use 60 FPS. That is, if it's VR games, at least 90, for example. When we see the films, 24. Yeah. So let's set the FPS for our game. Maybe after colors, set the clock and FPS. In our game, maybe FPS we choose the 60 and define the clock, that is Pygame dot clock. No, time clock. Oh yeah, and we need to tick the clock in our main loop. That tick FPS. One more time, that is the number, how many times our loop run per 1 second. So let's go further. How it looks like. Sorry. So the next one is set the game values. So what we have to set? We have to set the player velocity, or player step, or player speed. That is how fast, how many pixels our, for example, dragon rectangle are moving from the one point to another point, how fast. The next one, the player starting lives, how many lives we have. As you see that I use capital letters because we didn't change this. We will not change these variables. Also, we need to define the coin starting velocity. That is the speed of our coin, how fast our coin is moving from one point to another point, and the coin acceleration. So what I have to do is to accelerate our coin every 2 times when I touch the dragon and the coin. And the buffer distance, I'll maybe show you what did that mean before. So the buffer distance, that is the place when our coin is appear. I want to bleed my coin, appear my coin out of the screen, and after that coin should be moved to my dragon. That is it's kind of time delay, yes, to keep our coin out of the screen. Okay, let's text it on our set there. And also we define the score with a lowercase letter because our score is increasing. Player lives because our lives are going down in some cases. And the coin velocity because our coin is moving faster and faster every second times when the coin touch the dragon. If you're ready, please raise your hand. Okay. Nope. Okay. Let's go further. And there's a second part of setup, that is we need to download the sounds and music effects, define the text, we'll do it together, and the set images. So let's download the sounds effects. Please, you have the sounds inside your directory. Please define the sounds and download it from your directory at the very beginning. We'll do it together. Oh no. Background music off. Okay. Okay. The next part is let's download the custom font inside your directory and define these two texts: the score, the name of our game, and the lives. And define the location where our text is blitting on the screen. The score is maybe will be on the left part of our game. The name of our game is on the top center part of our screen, and the lives on the right part of our screen. So let's do it. And let's see that we add the score, that is the variables that we defined before, the player lives and the score. The score with the score text and the player lives with the lives text. Anti-alias true, don't forget this one. The color is green and dark green.
The font rendering is passed by value, right? So it won't automatically update. We'll have to manually update ourselves later, correct? We have to update the text ourselves later, correct?
Yes. In some condition, please. Okay.
Sorry.
You cannot use interpolation for the string?
Huh?
Can you use interpolation for the string or not?
Yes.
I mean, it will update itself, like. or-
No. We'll update it
Ah,
in
you
some
have to
condition in our main loops
Ah,
later. So when we touch, please update the score. When we miss, please update the lives. So, and don't forget to blit it on the main loop. I'll show it.
you could just pass the reference and let it update itself.
I don't remember how Pygame passes by value numbers.
Well, if there are objects, it should be possible.
Yeah, but they're not objects, it's just a string. A string
Well, a string is an object.
Is it? I thought it was considered a function. I mean, under the hood it's an object, but
Yeah, I don't know how it's implemented in Python. Maybe it's.
Then let's blit text to screen. The score text, the title, and the live text. And let's see how it's work. So we can see this screen. Please check it. Have the 5 lives, the score is 0, and the feed drag on the center, on the top center part of our screen.
Does Pygame have like a built-in asset manager or no?
I'm not sure. Maybe in some cases. So, if you don't mind, I'll answer later
Yeah.
for this question. So.
Okay.
Okay, if you are finished, please raise your hand, and we are going. Nope. check.
Oh, you need to create your render. Okay. You have the photo on the main loop. I'll show you the main loop and it don't work. And you take a photo of that.
Okay. The main loop looks. 1 second. Huh? Okay. And if you are finished, don't waste your time. Let's download the images, the drag and the current images, and delete it on the main loop. But we're waiting for someone who are late. Let's click the drag on image and the current image. Okay.
No, just have to defend the shit up. Too fast. You need to stop.
Yeah, I don't split.
That's sorry for that. It's okay. Oh. Change the mirror part. Sure. Use the left. The mouse.
think the
is
coins
on
are
the
done.
left. The mouse is on the left. You can see the mouse. Track.
A mouse.
Oh,
Okay.
mouse. So you need to change
Yeah, to fix the bottom side rendering.
Mirror.
Top too.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So you can download it from my GitHub if you want, or you can use your own services.
I use like stuff in Mac.
Why is it not rendering? It's not rendering the text. Why? Position setup. I'm living it. What is that? Oh. I'm doing it before. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, the dragon is the same space.
Oh.
It's working.
Oh, I can't get back.
Can you show the screen where it is
Uh,
Please.
here is no. Wait a second.
Maybe your question.
Yes, yes. That is. Okay.
Where is the
Score
score?
here.
Yeah, no, penalty.
So checking.
And the next step is set images.
Oh, okay, I'll remember the text.
Put it back onto the screen.
What's the best way to update the text?
Mm. Images. Mm.
So, is there no way to, you have to recreate the text?
Blitz the images.
Does it have set?
I don't see any, not any set ads of the alpha mouse coloring. It's late.
Maybe in the red instead of like directly the text.
No, because the text is what,
All steps.
right.
No, I think that says coordinates. Yeah. So you have to write over the object.
That's coarse.
But you will lose the reference in this case.
You just replace the reference.
Well, yes, but I mean, at the end of the loop, you're always doing the bleed. So even if you replace the reference, it will get like printed in the screen. Even though the reference to the object changes because a new object you are all the time. So in every loop you update.
Oh, it's copying the memory
Yeah.
anyway, so it doesn't hurt to. Yeah. Oh, then I might as well just define it down there.
Kinda PNG.
Oh, right.
In this case, I use the random branded. Please import the random library. The branded package.
Oh, hello. First of all, let's get rid of this guy. Second thing is, we should be setting the
If you're ready, let's create the gameplay of our game inside the main loop. So there, and what we have to do, we need to check if the user wants to move. We need to move the coin instantly. We need to check the collision, and then we need to create the game over condition. So let's do it. So now we need to create the the check when the user wants to move. We have only two.
The best one.
Only two events: the user pressing up and the user pressing down. And let's do it. Let's do it together. How to work it? Let's name it check. Let's choose the simplest way of continuous movement. Keys Pygame dot key get pressed. So we create the variables with the tuple with all buttons. If keys Pygame dot key up. So we check if some user are pressing key up. So what we have to do? We have to move our dragon player rect dot. We need to move only y coordinate. We don't need to move our dragon on x coordinate, just change the y coordinate in case of up and in case of down. We need to change our velocity into player velocity. Player velocity equals 5. And make a restriction for that. Screen, it's maybe, and yes, this one. Top 64. Okay.
Due to the font, the lines, text moves. So because the rect is different in size, it's depending.
Oh yeah. Dot key down. We need to end player rectangle dot bottom window 8. Okay, and let's change the player rectangle dot y plus 2 player velocity, and let's check it how it's working. Oh yeah, we can move. Wow.
This is
So we can remove just. I cannot be
Yeah,
saying.
I can-
Player rect.
And now I will ask for you, write a machine learning algorithm to find the best movement possible for the highest score.
Hmm. It's not necessary.
That could be a fun assignment to do. That could be fun to do, like as an assignment.
As an essay?
As an assignment, like.
As an assignment, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think we could do that.
Easy reinforcement learning algorithm.
And the next one is we need to move our coin. Oh, this one. Let's create the moving of our coin
So
together. Coin rect. So we need to define in two parts, when the coin is missed and when the coin is moving. So the first part is when the coin is missed. When you miss the coin and our coin is going out of the screen, it means that the coin dot rect x coordinate is less than 0. What we have to do? We'll have to maybe play the miss sound, and we need to decrease our player lives, and also we need to redefine the xy coordinate for our coin. So our coin should appear one more time at the start point. So let's do it. Player miss the coin. Player lives minus 1. The next one is, let's play the miss sound dot play. Also the coin rect x, I don't know, window with buffer distance, the coin rect y, and in this case we need to randomly define the y coordinate. So the x coordinate is stable, so it should be out of the screen, that is the window width plus buffer distance, in order to move our coin out of the screen, and redefine the randomly for y coordinate. Random dot randint from 64, that is the size of our dragon image, and the window height minus 32, that is buffer, and the else, just move the coin. Okay, coin correct dot x minus 2. Coin velocity. Coin velocity equals, let's see, that is coin starting velocity, that is 5. But in some cases we'll increase our velocity each 2 times. And let's check how it's work. Yes, our coin is moving from one side to another. We'll change it. Okay. Did you finish? Please raise your hand. So the coin. Okay. And the next step is we need to check the collision when the our dragon is collide with the coin. So that is the next condition. So when the dragon collide with the coin, please redefine the XY coordinate for the coin, and let's increase our score into 1. Wait a second. Yes.
I have a question. So I have this like weird ghosting effect when the coins are moving really fast. Is there a way to get rid of it, or is it because my screen or something else? Like it looks like this, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I can see like 5 coins at the same time, right? If it's going like real fast, and I'm wondering what's the problem here.
Your screen refresh rate.
But
I think increase the
What
tick.
about if
That you have.
sorry.
The tick. So when you define the clock, you have to give it a tick. So that's the amount of times your screen, like your game refresh the screen
Yes.
per
Yeah,
second.
FPS, you need to
The
say the
FPS.
FPS.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so 60. If you have more than 60 renders per second, then that will happen. The ghosting.
Because your monitor only supports 60 frames per second.
No, it's because it's limited in the screen.
But
so
if it sticks every 60, if it takes 1/60, then like at every frame it should render 1 image.
yeah, but
Exactly.
if it's trying to render, so if it moved and it renders like something that is not there anymore.
But why? It shouldn't. I mean, it should render once per, 1/60 second, right?
What's your FPS set to?
Well,
Sixty.
in the Python,
In Python is 60.
it's 60. Yeah, I have
And
Blitting 60.
the FPS in that's the Mac Pro. I think it's like 120.
Yeah, but the thing is, if I take a screenshot of my screen,
Mm-hmm.
it only shows 1.
That's the ghosting effect.
So how's it possible?
Oh,
Wow.
that's because your eyes only see it like 12 frames a second.
How many?
Your
Oh.
eyes only see it like 12 frames a second.
How many?
12?
No, what?
No.
What?
24.
No, 24 is film.
Yeah, I know. That's why films are 24.
No, I personally I can see 100
No.
per second.
No.
You can notice that it's smoother, but it's not that you can see. Your brain detects that there are more images, but you cannot really tell that that's an image.
It's like the hidden advertisement in 26 seconds or like
How much
film
is-
or
Between 30 and 60, that does not seem right.
But you could see like four coin images at the same time, right? Clearly.
Yeah.
So
For practical intents and purposes, it's about 10 FPS. Yeah, that's why the minimum is 24 FPS, otherwise the video does not look smooth. Yeah, because they say that for stuff to be smooth, it should be double,
Mm.
and they add 4
I
frames
mean,
just for.
maybe that's because of the.
and also I have this effect when it's drawing the coin, right? It kind of sometimes draws like half the coin, and the other half is like jacked. I mean, it's like behind. So, what's the problem here? And as it goes faster, the problem is more visible.
Yeah, maybe it has to do that Python is not fast enough to render the complete image, so it's like half and half is split. I mean, what?
I don't know.
Then-
I can see like 5 images. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
can see
as
it
well,
too.
right?
I can see it too.
And it's not. I don't think it's related to your part perception. It's just at this instant you can see like 5
Can you-
images, right? So,
Can you take like a screencast and then go frame by frame and see what's really
yeah,
happening?
I did. Like I
And-
took screenshots, and it's just one.
No, not screenshot, screencast. So record the record. So if you go frame by frame and you still see double, it's because it's really printing double. If not, it's just a visual illusion.
Then the
I don't know. Right?
X window width plus buffer distance. Buffer distance. Coin.
Well, it's showing multiple.
So even if you decrease the
So
Random.
I just screen recorded myself, right? I mean my screen, and it's showing multiple, right?
yeah, but I mean,
64.
if you go by, can you like move the video frame by frame? Like just one frame forward or something. If you can see if it's really doing that or it's just a visualization.
Even like how this can be a visual illusion,
I have no idea.
it doesn't make sense.
Okay, guys.
I don't know physics.
Guys, maybe we'll go further. Yes. So we need to check the collision between two objects. So please, use this code. So what we have to do, we need to, I don't know, run the sound effect. Also, we need to increase our score. And two words about the coin acceleration. So my coin acceleration, that is 1.5. What does it mean? It means that when we increase our speed when the two objects is collision, for example, our speed is 5, and we increase it into, for example, 5.5, it will be 5. So the next one is 5.5, increasing into 6. It calls 6 in Python. So it means that every 2 times we will increase our coin. Yes, speed. It's work like that. And redefine the XY coordinate for our coin rectangle. Beach. Is it interesting? So when we accelerate the coin, it means that our acceleration is 0.5, and when we accelerate the first time, it will be the 5. The 5. Each 2 times we accelerate our coin. So. And let's see how it's work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We collide but our HUD is not updating. We can see the score is 0. We can see the lives is 5.
Yeah, like this one.
Yeah.
Well, that's the second thing I was talking about.
Yeah, I think that has more to do with like the Pygame.
Yeah, that is Pygame imagery. Yeah, you're right. Thanks.
I mean, I was this kind of gameplay. I
Implemented in C++.
Yes, implemented in C++. If you're
Dang.
But Python
I
is
went to the
crazy
wrong
as well.
meetup.
So, and let's update our HUD. The score text and the live text. Huh? Score text. And just maybe shift this. And let's copy the lives text. Okay. Let's check it. Oh yeah, we can see that our score is going up, and we can see that our lives is going down. Why our score is going up? Because we check the collision, and we change our variable score plus 1 each time when we collide, and our lives is going down if our coin x coordinate is less than 0. And the last part of our one more task. Out. It was before you. Please tell me if you are if you did it. Raise your hand, and we keep going. Okay, and let's create the game over condition. It's quite. Let's do it quite fast. When the user wants to quit of the game, or when the user is lose all lives. So
I can include this input. You have to make it.
The quit condition is pretty the same like with our main game loop. You just can copy it.
I think I know why. It's because I can see more frames than my monitor can display, like 100, right?
Yes.
So I can see the previous frame as well.
Oh, maybe.
And like the previous as well. Like so that's what happens that I can see like maybe
It's buffering.
yeah, so I can see better than my display can.
Yeah,
So
should be.
it makes more sense.
Yeah. Maybe that because you cannot render.
No, it renders one frame, like
Yeah,
six
of course.
frames.
That's what I mean.
And the second one, right? But the coins are far
Yeah,
apart.
if the monitor cannot render, so let's say the monitor can render once every 1/16 of a second. If you are 1/16, so you can render like 60 times per second. The monitor itself. I don't know what's.
Yeah, 60 hertz.
Yeah, 60 hertz. And you push to the controller over 60 per second.
No, it's 60. Like we have clock
Oh.
760,
Yeah.
right? So I render one frame, and the second frame is also rendered like my vision can see like two coins in theory at the same time, right?
So let's do it
Why not?
together.
Because the tick should be limiting the loop, how many times the loop is running.
Yeah, it's limiting the thing. It's just that the first coin is drawn, and the same coin is drawn in the next frame, but they are so far apart that it looks like there are two coins instead of a smooth transition. Because we have this,
If you are
60 hertz, sorry, not 60. 60 hertz
Mm.
time spent, no, the difference time spent between frames on, just stalling there. But the interesting thing is I can see like up to 4 frames at the same time. However, I noticed that these coins, they get dimmer and dimmer.
I can see like,
Go faster, faster. Yeah.
yeah, the thing is, for me, it doesn't get faster. Are you rendering like a new background every time?
What?
A new field
Yeah, on every, of course. But you're not going fast enough.
Yeah, I know, but
In order to create the game over condition, please define the game over text and the continue text at the very beginning. The same like with the live text.
You see, like, I can see 2.
I don't see.
I see 2.
No, yes.
Yeah, there's 2,
Yeah, that's hosting. Yes, that's hosting.
And maybe you can see more.
3.
Oh,
Three now,
3,
yeah.
yeah. Why? I mean, I guess why, but I would expect myself to see like up to 2, not 3 or 4.
I think because
It's because the screen is rendering faster than your eyes can see it.
What, 60 hertz? I can see more than 60 hertz.
There you go.
Come on.
No,
Humans only see it 10.
you feel you can, but you can't.
Yeah. So what happens is there's, I forget what it's called, it's like Nyquist something or other, but basically at certain intervals we see odd behavior with moving images. So that's why 24, 30, and 60 are what we try to do, because if it's at any other number around those, it looks weird to us and we see this kind of behavior.
And that's why also when you go to 3D, you need to increase to double because you have twice that are increasing individually. That's why like 3D screens when they came out first, for some reason someone
Game
thought it
over.
was-
So this
it's
makes
going to work.
never see full screen of coins. This
Game
makes
over
sense.
rect.
Yeah, the thing is now it's going so fast that when it's going through, I think this is similar to what you know when you are going on a high-speed train, and you see like there are posts, and you see the posts. If you look like far onto the horizon, you can see like the posts themselves. But if you look right in perpendicular with the window, you see like a constant like fade instead of like posts individually.
It's also, it's the same reason why like when you look at car wheels spinning,
Yeah.
sometimes they look like they're going backwards. It's just because your eyes are
Delete.
sampling it at a certain rate.
Yeah, because your brain cannot process a lot of information. It's eyes or brain, I don't know, both.
But
Maybe both. I don't
you're
know.
saying that the screen is displaying faster than I can perceive it. So
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you see now we see it all the time in the same place.
yeah.
And there will be a moment when
We see nothing.
we see nothing.
Nothing because they won't just show up. It's
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
gonna render.
One more time. So
You have the tunneling effect.
This is fun.
if you
It's so fast that it cannot detect the collision anymore.
So
You probably
here,
can.
here let's let Vlad finish.
let's finish our lesson for today. So let's see. So we define the game over text. Please raise your hand if you do this one. So let's blitz this text when our score is equal 0. Where this one? Yes. Let's display this text in case of player lies equals 0, and after some delay. Let's fill our display one more time and let's blitz the continuous text. The continuous text means press any key to play again. And let's create the pause condition. The game so maybe game dot mixer dot music dot stop. Then let's create the flag post 2. It's like the same with our main loop. And let's check the quit condition. Let's just copy from this.
There's no physical difference. So there are many previous papers about that, professional gamers using 144 screens and 300, and there's no difference in traction time.
Basically, the way you're working is the same.
Also it's beyond the sample time of the speed, like the multiple printer. So if you have 1,000,
and
per tick, you can render 1,000 divided by 6. If you are moving more than that, then you will see the change here. Yeah.
Okay, let's finish our game. So at the very beginning we need to check the quit event if the user wants to quit. So if the event type equal pygame.quit running false, that our flag equal false, it means that we need to go out from our main loop and quit the game. Another event is play again. What condition for play again? Is to press any key. So what we need to check? We need to check if someone press any key on our keyboard. So what we have to change in this condition? We need to change our score into 0. To change our lives into player starting lives equals 5, and to change the coin velocity into coin starting velocity, it's maybe also 5. And in some cases, you can redefine the player rect and y position into the middle of the screen. And we change the flag is posed into false in order to move out from this loop inside the main loop. And maybe if we want to play again, let's maybe player maybe Pygame music, Pygame that mixer, that music, that play again, that is infinite from 0. And also let's play Pygame, that mixer, that music, that play. Okay, one more time. So we need to check if the player lives equal 0. Please display. Please bleed the text on our display is game over text. And after some delay, please show the text if you want to continue. In this case, we create the one more loop, the pause condition. We stop our music, and we check. On one case, we want to quit and finish our game. On another case, we want to play again. If we want to play again, we need to restart our music. We need to refresh our score into 0. We need to refresh our lives into player started lives equals 5. We need to refresh our coin velocity in order to make our speed is slow again, and redefine the player rectangle position into the middle of the screen. And in order to move out of our loop, we need to change our isPosed flag into false. And let's see how it works. Yes. Yes, we can see the game over. Press any key to play again. We can do it again. Okay, congratulations. We reached the goal. Thank you so much. Please, let's keep in touch. Here is LinkedIn. Here is my GitHub. If you're not ready, I'll push all this lesson into GitHub, and you can download it at home. So thank you so much. And sorry for delay, but we did it.
No part 3. Good job, Pete.
Thank you.
And let's go get food. And everyone, please take a moment to sign in. I didn't set sign-ins before, so everyone just take a minute to enter here, please. Oh, and can you kill the stream?
Oh yes, of course.